getting nearer to Christmas, and the reading today is from the first book of Samuel. When Hannah had weaned Samuel, she took him up with her together with a 3-year-old bull, an ephah of flour, and a skin of wine. And she brought him to the temple of the Lord at Shiloh, and the child was with them. They slaughtered the bull, and the child's mother came to Eli. She said, "If you please, my lord, as you live, my lord, I am the woman who stood here beside you, praying to the Lord. This is the child I prayed for, and the Lord granted me what I asked him. Now I make him over to the Lord for the whole of his life. He is made over to the Lord." There she left him for the Lord. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. In today's readings, both the Old Testament and the Gospel reading, we have 3 women: Hannah, Mary, and Elizabeth. And all 3 had one thing in common: they were without child. And in a marvelous way, each was now carrying an infant within her. Elizabeth conceived despite her advanced age, Mary despite her virginity, Hannah despite her seeming sterility. God had miraculously intervened and out of death brought new life. They realized that their child was a gift from God, and that a child is given to parents only for a while. Ties must eventually be broken so that a child may have the freedom to fulfill his or her own purpose in life. Children do not belong completely to their parents. Hannah had prayed long and earnestly for a son, and promised that if her prayers were answered, she would consecrate her child to the Lord. Today's lesson recounts how after Samuel was born to her, she and her husband presented the child to the Lord together with the sacrifice of a young bull. Samuel became their gift to God. She was prepared to let go and give to God the child she had longed for and prayed for such a long time. Mary too would let go of her child for a ministry of service which would result on his death on the cross. And yet each loss or letting go resulted in God creating new life in unsuspected ways. Through Samuel, God would anoint David as king and institute a royal dynasty. Through Jesus, this kingdom would reach out to embrace the whole world. Each kingdom, that of David and that of Jesus, would experience many moments of death and new life. As we journey through life, we too experience those moments of dying and rising to new life. We too are called to let go time and time again and let God take over. But in that letting go and dying to ourselves, we experience growth and new life. Perhaps letting go could be possible with less pain if each one of us was to realize that we do not belong completely even to ourselves. We belong to God. He is the one parent with whom ties must never be broken. True freedom means giving ourselves completely to Him for that is the purpose of life. We must do for ourselves what Hannah did for Samuel as she offered him to the Lord. In the third Eucharistic prayer, wherein we offer to God the sacrifice of his own Son, we say these words: May he make us an everlasting gift to you. An everlasting gift, that means an offering which is never taken back and a giving which has no reservations. It means giving without counting the cost. The only way to real happiness in this world and the next is to put ourselves with trust and love into the hands of God, so that he may do with us as he wills. Thank you for listening.